government has been doing to disabled people. What has happened to disabled people? Our movement has gone back almost 20, 30 years under this government.
Capital heard you! Raise your voices and tell them upstairs! Disabled people are out! We're angry! And we will fight back!
Those who Brexit every time I see a brown envelope on my Mac, because I'm one of those who's on indefinite DLA at the moment and I'm waiting for my PIP assessment, and I'm trying really hard to get a job at the moment. It's not easy when you're unemployed and disabled, and if I lose my PIP, then I lose this check, then I lose my free pass, I get sentenced to house arrest.
Capita! Shame on you!
Shame on you!
Totally fed up with this government using the disabled and mental health people as scapegoats.
Shara Ali, Deputy Leader of the Green Party. Look, the word's already being used. Solidarity. What does that mean? It means equality. It means justice. It means treating people who have basic needs humanely. That's all we're asking for.
Street!
Our street!
Join the road! Come on! This is your road! This is your street! This is our time! These are disabled people fighting back for their rights! Whose road?
Our road!
Whose street?
Our street!
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 Our streets.
Every single one of us here has a responsibility to start getting out and start speaking together about the kind of society we want to live in. For the first time in history, we can afford to house people. We can afford to feed everyone. We can afford education. We can afford healthcare for everyone. But we're choosing not to because our leaders are choosing corporate interests over the majority of all of us. And we say no to that, actually.
And today on the news, disability hate crime has rocketed. Do you hear of people being taken to court for it? No. We support everybody, and we ask you to support us in peace and solidarity. So when you wonder why we're doing this, when you wonder why we're taking a little bit of your time, of your day, we are doing it for your children, your grandparents, your mothers, your fathers, and your families. Thank you.
Ian Duncan Smith. He murdered in large numbers of disabled people. So shout out because it really annoys him and he's threatened to sue us for saying it. IDS murders!
IDS murders!
The truth is out there!
Truth is out there!
The attacks on disabled people and people at work began under a Labour government. A Labour government headed by Tony Blair. We need to remember that Atos was brought in by a Labour government under the leadership of Gordon Brown. But we also need to remember that there are some Labour Party people inside this very building here who don't support that. And they're headed by two people whose names you'll be very familiar with, Jeremy Corbyn and a great friend of DPAC and disabled people for many, many, many years, Mr. John McDonnell. We know that we stand alongside them. And the right-wingers of the Labour Party who led the attacks on disabled people, who opened the door to privatisation to Atos and the rest of them, are the very people that are stabbing Corbyn and John McDonnell in the back now.